Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. And so our card for today is the Three of Discs. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And it is free to subscribe. Okay, let's take a look and see what we have going on here. So we do have this kind of work energy, right? Making resources, putting them away. Fortifying, interesting. Fortifying the household, the foundation of your life, domestically. If you have a business, maybe putting money into the business, getting things, really to a place where you're feeling as comfortable as you can be, right? And I know the way that the world is right now, everything, it's hard to get ahead on anything. I mean, it's just not easy. Okay. Excuse me. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I apologize. I am sick. We've been ill. If you watch my husband's channel, Devin Serpentero, you know he's been ill. Well, I was doing pretty good, and then we got through Christmas, and hello, Pudgy. And now I am the one that is ailing pretty hard here. So I apologize if I sound strange, if I'm coughing. I'm trying not to sniffle too much. But I absolutely can't hear out of my ears. They're all plugged and everything. So thank you for bearing with me. Okay, so we have this beautiful figure here. It looks very much like the Empress. Okay, we have an enthroned, it looks feminine to me, maybe wearing a dress there. We also have this circle, right? There's a sense of duality here. We have the white and then we have the black on this side. We have the complete circle. We have the upper body and the head kind of in a looking down position. You are not going to bump me, boy. Come on, baby. I love you. I know. I'm almost done. This is my last reading tonight. We've gotten through all of them, so you gotta wait. Oops. And we will go to bed soon, I promise. So we have this enthroned being. Now over here we have, and this one reminds me of my, it's called the Ancient Italian deck, and it's very generically named, but it's a beautiful deck. I never use it on the readings because I use it for my personal readings every day, and I feel very protective of it for myself. So I kind of just keep it for my personal use. But in that deck, and actually now, am I thinking of the Marseille deck? Anyways, I'm thinking of the Magician with the hat, okay? And it is more of kind of a medieval look. And it's kind of this like wider hat. And so I feel we have, and now I'm thinking, is this the Empress? Because her head is in a bowed position. This maybe is the High Priestess, really. Either way, it's a enthroned feminine consciousness. And with the High Priestess matched with the Magician, that might actually make more sense. Although the Empress with the Magician is a beautiful union as well. So, anyways, we'll look at this as maybe the high priestess. I think because the head is bowed a little bit. And then we have the magician here. So the magician, creating your own reality, manipulating reality in your favor or for your uses, your entertainment, and so on. One of my favorite archetypes, of course. I like seeing this here. I like seeing this with the work, because then I know, and this is the thing about Capricorns, right, is that really can get so obsessive, fixated, really just immersed in work life, your interests, your hobbies, things that impassion you, trying to perfect things, trying to work things out. I think usually it is that you really, really are at your best when you are problem solving in whatever it is that you like doing, okay? But it can border on being like a workaholic, right? Getting super burnt out. So then when I see the magician in there, I see that there's this real element of, are you going to jump? Thank you. There you go. This real element of awe, wonder, using things outside of the common thinking to bring in and implement into the work that you're doing. You are like firing on all cylinders. You are taking from so many different schools of thought, so many different skill sets, and weaving together this beautiful thing. And really, this is what, in my mind, makes somebody really an innovator, a genius, somebody who has the ability to create something from nothing. Okay, or everything from everything. And so then we also have, yes, the high priestess. Maybe it's the empress as well. Okay, and I would say that if we have the empress and the high priestess, this is a place of decision making, but being very intuitive about our decisions. Okay. Now the empress is somebody who is in a leader position, somebody who has to sometimes make decisions that are not, based on emotional fulfillment or outcomes. Maybe not even always thinking about spirit or, the higher philosophical implications of their actions or decisions. Excuse me. But they are choosing not only for themselves, but for a collective. Okay. Now the empress, I should say, the high priestess, this is obviously a place of a direct line to the divine. Okay. This is somebody who has dedicated their life to the beloved, to the agape, to the work that happens kind of on the fringes, that happens in the quiet, in the subtle places. And so either way, right, these two together, even locked into each other, I see this implemented with the magician energy within the work that you are doing in the mundane world, okay, in our physical world. And there's a sense of almost holiness to the job that you are doing. I think that you go into these moments of the day with an open heart, an open mind. You are willing to work very hard. You are willing to take your time with things. You are willing to try things that are maybe a little bit unconventional. I think that you also almost maybe at times people think, okay, this is weird how you make decisions off of feeling. You have that thing, right? You just know whatever your field is, you just have that it's the intuition, but you just, I don't know. We whatever you do, when we get good at it, it's all about like anticipation, being able to be a few steps ahead, knowing what you need when there's some kind of emergency or crisis or whatever's happening, and you know how to fix that quickly. And you, not only that, you can anticipate when that might be happening. Okay. So, all of this, and I just feel, and this is the thing, it looks like they're both in a bathtub. Okay. And this is a personal, correlation for me, that I think of the bathtub as a place where not only do we cleanse ourselves, but it is a portal. This is a place that is a most sacred grounding place. It is a place of the holy waters. This is a place that if we go and lie and, kind of submerge ourselves in the holy waters, right? The cleansing waters, close our eyes and do our breathing and begin to visualize, we can travel anywhere. This is a place that, excuse me, I'm so sorry. This is a place that, for one reason or another, is just a most magical place to go. Okay, and we know if you like to take baths, which I really actually don't that much. I like to take showers, but when I do feel quite transported. And when I can get into a place of feeling calm and I have some time to myself, and I can really kind of get into that active imagination place. It has its own vibe, right? There's really just a vibration in this particular place. Also, interestingly, something that I always find interesting about, or I have found interesting about bathrooms, is that in the mythos of the jinn, they are attracted to not only places where we cleanse ourselves, but also where we use the restroom. And so I always think of bathrooms as being interesting portals of these kind of macrobial entities as well. Okay, a lot of different myths that have to do with using mirrors in bathrooms and the like, things coming through the bathroom, different kinds of energies and entities, residues. Okay, let's see. Now we do have a goat face right here with the long ears, and you can see the nose and the mouth, and here are the ears. There's an owl sitting on its head, which is perfect because we also have right here, excuse me, I managed to not cough through my other reading, so I apologize. We also have a goat-headed being here with a robe on, okay? And so I am looking at this, and I'm looking at the other goat head we have as well. And this one's a little more silly, but with the goat and the owl, what an interesting pair those two are. I don't always think of the goat as a night side creature, but In the case of, and I think often of like the Goya paintings and, the kind of robed, goat-headed priests or, what have you, the Black Sabbath or the Witch's Sabbath. And so, I look at this and I think, obviously, we're in the Capricorn reading. The goat is prominent always. But we do have a bit of that kind of devil energy. And so I feel like this also kind of relates to what we were talking about with the doing the work, but being able to do it in a way that's less conventional. Implementing maybe some philosophical thinking, occult thinking, magical thinking, and so on. And with the goat, especially the goat within the devil energy, this is an energy of breaking the social mores, not abiding the rules and regulations of society, of the things that have been conditioned into us, sometimes bordering on deviance, but more than that, just having the wherewithal to get things done by any means necessary. And that's really kind of the energy there. And so I look at this and I feel like there's a lot of power and activation of this kind of ability to traverse, whatever comes your way. If you think of a mountain goat going up the side of an incline, finding footing where there really doesn't seem to be any, this ability to kind of magically get through these very sticky situations. And so, I think that through this, you are really just one of these people who you get into that flow of things. You can see things. You're, what was that saying? You playing 4D chess or whatever. I don't know if the algorithm will like me saying that, but, I think there really is a sense of you being out of time and space at times. You really just are so many moves ahead, kind of like a matrixy, like the movie, right? Being able to move and manipulate the physical world in a way that is, kind of almost like amazing, right? So I do see this and the thing too about this the goat as the devil archetype, the goat priest, is that these things of amazement, these kinds of like small miracles even, are things that are very subtle. There's no flashiness to this. These are the things that are done, in the sub rosa. These are secret things. These are the things of mystery. These are things that are done behind closed doors. And so there is a sense of also, stealthness and being a little bit covert. And I think that you, in some ways, take a lot of pride in being somebody that is powerful in their movements and their abilities, but not being flashy about it. You like people to think a little less of you. You like to be unimpressive. There's a line in the movie Garden State I always loved, where one of the characters says, I don't mind being unimpressive. I sleep better at night, right? And I kind of have always taken that to heart. That's probably one of the mottos of my life. I don't mind being unimpressive. People don't expect a lot of me, right? But and I sleep better, people thinking that I have lesser abilities than I might have. And, when I need to get things done, I am able without the scrutiny. I think that this is not unlike that feeling. I think there is a sense of power in being able to move this way. Now with the owl as well, I think that there's a sense of you being the witness, really kind of quietly sitting back and watching. You're good at that. You're good at watching what's going on, seeing how people move, seeing how things happen. And I think this is really a big reason why anticipating comes so naturally to you. Okay, and then on the I forgot to talk about this. We have the frog. The frog here. Oops, I'm not even on the camera. Okay, let's see if we can get you focused. There you go. Okay, so we have the frog here, and this is in that metaphysical, spiritual zone there on the rim. And now the frog for me represents the exterior guardians of the home. Because often they're in our gardens, they're around the water sources that are in our yards and such. And I have taken them on as kind of my symbol of a protector of the portals or the doorways, especially those of the east and those of the north. And so I look at this and I think there is extra blessing in your home right now. And I'm trying to think. I think that, it's a good time to put out some kind of offerings to your backyard spirits. If you feed the animals, or if you, maybe, weaving something for them out of natural, natural materials. I like to use dry grasses and things like this, old debris from the garden and such, and creating something to set out in your yard as an offering. Maybe putting out fruit or a bowl of water near the doorway, and this is a sign of that offering. Now also, I would like for you to check your windows and your doors, just to make sure that everything is safely closed and locked. When I see these symbols come up, not always, but sometimes I do like to mention that we should, and this is, I've had these, other things like checking your pipes in your house and making sure that things like your sinks and toilets and things, nothing's leaking. And that has come up in some of the reading. Now, I don't think that is the case here, but here I think we should check, just all of the safety mechanisms, locking mechanisms, security mechanisms in the house. Not that I think anything's wrong, but I think it's a good time when we see our household protective deities or symbols or animals show up in the bowl, and then so we go and look. All right, let's see. Now we have a boot. We have a dolphin, very psychic. So a very psychic time coming up. The boot, I feel like getting rid of something. You're kicking something out of your life. And I was just talking about this on my other reading. Now, I don't do resolutions. just because I don't like to break my own heart. But I was talking about one of the other, I think Sagittarius, they had the death card tonight. And it being a good time for things ending, some things ending. And for me, this has been a time of being ill. And I haven't been drinking. I'm a big coffee drinker. I love drinking coffee. But I know that I need to temper it. I need to really probably eliminate it for the most part. Just because as I get older, I just can't, it doesn't, my anxiety level goes up, my blood pressure, it doesn't feel good with it. If I drink too much for too long throughout the day and so on and so on. I love it though. Let me just tell you, I love it. But I've been sick and I haven't really been drinking coffee like I usually do. Maybe a little bit in the morning. And so now, although I don't feel good, I feel confident that this is a good time to kind of finally make that leap, at least for now, right? And so, I think that there's something in your life that maybe you can take a break from. I'm not a person that likes to say always and forever, I'm never doing this again. I'm in recovery. And so to tell somebody who is an addict, which I'm an addict, right? That I'm never going to do this again. That's hard. That's heavy, right? So I tell myself I'm not going to do this now. And that's how I've stayed sober for almost 10 years now. So for right now, taking a break from this. And so there is something. Also, we have a little heart. So I do feel that there's a lot of love. And I feel like this is, when we have a lot of love, we're feeling confident. Things are going good. That's a good time to, decide to eliminate some kind of thing or temper it a little bit, All right. Let's see. What else do we have to do? Oh, wait, did I do? No, I didn't. The Happier Me affirmation cards. Yes, you can tell I had to take Theraflu today, which I usually don't take medications for colds or anything during the daytime because they make me feel weird. But you can tell. Like, where are we at here? So, the Happier Me affirmation cards, I'm going to flip through. I'm going to stop where it feels right. It says, I wake up today with joy in my heart and clarity in my mind. Clarity in my mind. That's the opposite of what I just said. But we'll say it again because I'm going to use this tomorrow, right? This is for tomorrow. I wake up today with joy in my heart and clarity in my mind. Yes, I'm with that. And it says, this is an amazing affirmation to help you start your day feeling energized. Make a conscious decision daily to have a great day. Yeah, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and say, I am cured. I am absolutely not feeling ill anymore. I'm good. But I think that's maybe what got me into this situation is that I just really I just powered through how I was feeling all through the holidays. And then as soon as all the things were over, I just crashed yesterday. So we'll see. It'll be fine. We'll be good. We'll be good. And Capricorn, I thank you. I know this is a kind of messy reading. But I really appreciate spending time with you and being able to bring the messages to you. You all are so wonderful. And don't touch my plant, Mama, you little girl. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. If you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell when you do. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. It is free to subscribe. If you would like to leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. It's one of my favorite things about having the channel is that I get to connect with all of you. And Happy New Year. I hope you all had a nice one. I feel like this year's going to be, you know, a good one. I think that definitely movement into more and more deeper self-work, which I'm definitely here for. And with that, I'll say I love you, I love you, I love you. TT loves you. You want to say anything to the people? She says purr, purr, purr. And we'll talk in a few days. Thank you, thank you, thank you.